Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine. He's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia U Show.
What is going on, everybody? I said we might be late just a little bit. We had, if anybody know where Hartwell is at, it's on the border of Georgia and South Carolina. And we had to go all the way to Gainesville. Trust me when I say I've been looking at my Facebook page and watching videos going down 85. I have been. So everybody, Clive Davis has passed away. All right, then. So how is everybody out there doing? I mean, the angel of death said, hey, it's your time. I'm just waiting on the documentaries. Everybody come out your shells. It's okay. You can talk now. Whitney, I'm sorry. You know what? Everybody, there's so many people from Luther Vandross. I forgot about his drama with Clive Davis, okay? All the way to Michael Jackson. He said enough of what was going on. Whitney of the Houston. Yes, and many, many more. Diddy. Andre Harrell, and all the rest of that. So there will be any, flowers ringing or bells tinging, not on my page when it comes to that. I'm just waiting on the actual documentaries that's going to hit real quick because so many people were scared of that man. He had a stranglehold on the music industry. So if you do not, and you have not, ever heard of the background of when it came to Clive Davis, Tommy Mottola, and even Quincy Jones, don't come here with the fakeness. Please don't. Like I said, I'm 52 now, and a lot of stuff that I've heard all my life because, hey, R&B, old school music. He had a lot to do with it, especially him and Quincy and Tommy Mottola. So growing up, hearing a lot of stuff coming out of the music industry, even me trying to get into the music industry at one particular time in my life, I'm just so glad that I didn't want to get my back blown out. All right, then. So welcome. Orica Bird. Hey, Orica Bird. I guess that's you. Hey, how you doing? I do talk back. Like I said, we take articles from all around the world. I read them verbatim. I put my little sugar and spice up in there and probably not a lot of stuff nice. And we just talk. We really do talk. So a lot of things that like I said, my husband write articles, I write articles, we do videos. This is our media company, The Real News with Lucretia Hughes, where this is episode 1956 consecutively. And that's not including the news at noon. So other than that, y'all, you know the rules. Bring the receipts. So all this speculating, yeah, I don't do that. I don't talk unless I know my shit. So other than that, you know what? Bring your receipts, bring the topics that you want to talk about. Let's have a great time. For everybody else out there, that fly gonna get on my ever-loving nerves. Whoever ordered the God Family Country shirts, they're here. I told you I had to go get them. Is that it? Yes, so whoever got that and that, the combo pack, it will be shipped out tomorrow. I wanted to let y'all know because for y'all to even do this and to support us this way, like again, our designs. Katie. All right then. So everything about me is God, family, country, and the support of Donald J. Trump. I saw what happened today on Facebook on my live. What you ain't gonna do is disrespect me or my fam. I could care less who you don't like. I don't care if you don't like Trump. I don't care if you don't know about politics, but one more time, what you're not gonna do is get in the live chat rooms and go play tit for tat with anybody. We didn't ask you who you liked. We really don't care at this point. We really don't care. So other than that, if you you hating on Trump, keep it to yourself or keep scrolling or scroll off. And I'll talk to two people while I'm talking to Twitter. Hey X, this is not Spaces. Thought I'd tell you that. Facebook. D-Live, not D-Live anymore, Rumble, YouTube, God Family Country, R2 Media, Kick, Twitch, and how long ever TikTok say I could be on their platform. But other than that, like I said, y'all, this is episode 1956. Y'all know what to do. So let's go ahead and give our shout outs. Sorry about being an hour late. And let's get it started. Let's get it started. Hey, Juan Habanero. What's going on? Hey, Juan Pacheco. How you doing out there? I see you, Susan. Hey, ian.net. Why I gotta show my real name? And y'all can come up with the most ridiculous stuff and TikTok allow it. I ain't never figured that out, but they want to see my ID. Hold up. Pose to the front. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Click, click. Wow, I didn't know I was a human being that actually is a American citizens with an ID and know what that is. But in order for me to actually have my page and be bona fide and verified, somehow I got to prove who I am. I got to show my ID. I got to show my Social Security. I got to show my bank accounts and everything else and still ain't getting paid. Well, thank you for the $1.49 somehow. Yay! I made on TikTok. So there you go. Hey there, what's going on, Christy? Hi, girl. Now, if you want to know about much, Christy and Juan Habanero, right over there on TikTok, they pretty much my go-to. And then, of course, it's Rumble with Fudge and all them. And, of course, it's Facebookers. How you, TikTok? What's going on? I had to send TikTok my ID before I could use one. I don't know why. Look at that, some of these damn names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a user 12. And we sitting here have to show all our stuff, all our credentials. And then we be the ones that get smacked down on TikTok. But not the people that got fake names. I don't get it, Juan. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. You might have to do like I did. Follow with the FTC. Follow with the FTC. Because, you know, hey, if you're going to be playing fair ball in the United States, hey, you can't pick and choose. Follow with the FTC. And just in case anybody don't know what that means, it's the Federal Trade Commission. Okay, then. Hey there, Christy Fowler. What's up, Alice in Wonderland? Hey, Gigi. How you doing out there? So, again, I saw what happened over there on Facebook in the live stream. Like I said, he's out of here. If y'all feel like you don't go back and forth. Don't go back and forth. Don't argue with anybody, and don't dang on debate. Just call my name out. Make sure you get it to my attention. They out of here. Y'all already know you could be an 80-20. Other than that, you're going to have to skip along, little Daisy. We don't play that here, and we don't do disrespect with my fam. And before you say, your fam, I've known them longer than you. All right, then. Hey there, what's up, Gary? Hey, Gary, how you doing out there? We're going to talk about Clive in a minute. Hey there, Trish, what's going on, Melissa? How you doing? Howdy, all you fine people. Better now, you know, it was an hour and a half one way and then an hour and a half back up here to make sure that all of y'all have y'all product at least a week after y'all ordered them. Okay, then. Hey, Jessica, what's going on out there? Hey, Melissa again. Hey, Sarah Smith. Girl, you're on both pages. Hey, Christy Fowler on TikTok. What's going on, Sarah Smith, over there on Facebook? How you doing, Jessica? How you doing out there? Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Barbara. Oh, Miss Barbara. Look. I didn't even, you know, I can write books. I can write articles. I can give speeches all over the United States. But dun, 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 I'm an author now. See, this is when I wish you still had the bookmobile and going around the projects and making sure that, you know, everybody ain't dumb in them. But my book is out. Yay! I got a copy of my book. Now, the other one is about 12 chapters long. Look at everybody's eyes glazed over. Yeah, that's pretty much why the top echelon think we stupid. Okay, pick up a book and read it. Okay, but Miss Barbara, if you still had your bookmobile, you would have had my book on there. So y'all keep going over there, and I'm still standing better than I ever did on faith, conviction, and starting over at 51. Okay then. So hey, Mrs. Barbara, thank you so much for being a guiding star and light in my life. And Dave, if you're gonna be trying to catch a fly, wait till it land right up there. Stand up. There it is at the top. Don't be busting no light bulbs. You still missed it. White man can't jump, catch, or hit a fly. Jesus. You heard me, Miss Barbara. Okay then. Really? You just sitting here done missed the damn fly, Gary, like 5 times. Phew, and we got these big old flies. Look like they need to be up there in New York subway. We got a pasture right across the street, so there's nothing we can do to get rid of them. What's going on, Kim Lamborghini? Hey, Mrs. Bulber, how you doing? I'm sorry I missed you. Where you missed me at? Oh, you had a bad storm, flooded my carport and basement. Are you in the flood zone? Because I keep seeing videos. I don't know where this is. I don't know where this is at, but somewhere in the United States, it is flooding and have been flooding all weekend long. So if you in the path of any of that, y'all just be safe out there and go to higher ground. Go to higher ground. I don't know if it was Louisiana. I don't know if it was Texas. It's a couple of places around the United States this weekend that really got flooded out, and a lot of people lost their stuff. Cajun Navy, come on back to the forefront. You might well forget about it. Stop waiting on the federal government and get those Cajun Navy folks out there to save your life. Because trust me, if it was anything like FEMA the last time, you ain't going to get much. All right, then. Back to Clive Davis. Hold up. Not sponsored by one of the best commercialized chicken places. But I love they sauce. All right, then. Thank you, Zaxby's. It says Clive Davis, music executive and Grammy winning producer, is dead at 94. All right, then, back to him. Clive Davis, a music executive who helped catapult the likes of Whitney Houston, Alicia Keys, Bruce Springsteen to the upper echelon of fame, died today. It says, to a world, I ain't gonna read that. They continue. I ain't gonna read that either. It says, born in Brooklyn in 1932, Davis never foreshadowed or foresaw his life of music for himself. Boy, but he had made a whole bunch more people bend over and touch those toes. I mean, but in addition to many artists who was grateful that he ended up on that career path too, was the late Grammy winner. You better not say Whitney Houston, because she was found floating upside down. We ain't gonna go there with Whitney, okay? I'm still remember Brandy and the other chick that was downstairs and Whitney sitting up there running up and said, here, girl, here, get that to your brother. So, where's Ray J? No? Okay, we're going to pretend like all dogs go to heaven, because they don't. It says, even so, Davis' journey into music was circuitaneous. What the hell y'all had to put that big ass word up in there for? All right, E-News. I don't think your readers read those big syllable words. But all righty. Beginning his career as a lawyer. Oh, is that why a whole bunch of these contracts was jacked? After graduating from Harvard Law School, it was being hired by Columbia Records when he was 28 years old. Get down to the nitty gritty. Anybody doing all that? As he explained, Joplin in particular, he remembered as mesmerizing. We saw how her life turned out. But back to this, immediately signing her to a label after seeing her behind the stage just jamming by her own self. But back to this. Boy, whew, did you just give it to him freely? All right. And Davis, knowing a rock wasn't going anywhere, planned accordingly. He explained, I prepared to unveil the music in the mid-68 with a campaign that says, this is the new revolutionary sound that will be heard around the world. She didn't last long. Did you watch any of your artists besides P. Diddy? If you don't know how that came about, zip it on my page. How's Andrew Harrell doing? I forgot. He passed way before him time. I'm going to keep on going. In addition to Joplin, Davis signs the like Carlos Santana. If anybody got to tell you who that legend is, I'm going to need for you to get out of grown folks' business. Sly and the Family of the Stone. Yeah, good God. Who? Sly Stone. Okay, then. Billy Joel. Also, Pink Floyd, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Aerosmith, Whitney Houston, and many, many more. And it also says, after his firing, Davis became president of the music division of Columbia Records. Anybody really know? Because there's a documentary out there saying exactly the underhanded crap that he did in order to become that president. Okay, I'm going to keep on rolling my eyes if you think that was an angel. But back to this. There he signed and worked with musical artists such as the Grateful Dead, Lou Reed, Patti Smith, and Annie Lennox. I do get great pleasure. I'm sure you did. I'm sure P. Diddy did it a lot. Did it. But back to this one. And finding those great talents just to apart. But I'm just reading people autobiographies and reading documentaries, watching documentaries of a lot of these artists that did not hold him in high regard after a certain period of time in their careers. I wonder how Luther Vandross really felt about him. Never mind. He told us. All right, and they all told us. Except Whitney, she didn't get a chance. It says, I do. And while Davis, who shared 4 kids with ex-wife, and also known for changing American music landscape for decades. I mean, you and Tommy Mottola, boy, y'all got a special place. When he was 80 years old, he shared a new piece of himself with the world. He came out as bisexual. Dude, you have been bend over and touch them toes now. Bend over and touch them toes. Bend over and touch them toes now if you want a contract. How did he do it? It says, as for why Davis decided to come out after decades in the spotlight, because everybody was saying what he was. And after P. Diddy, there wasn't much more he could do. I can't be the only one that knows all this. All right, then, but if I am, Google it. He was quick to downplay it as sort of a brave act. A brave act. Brave act would have given masters back to the artists. No? All right, then, back over here. It says, I don't feel it's a matter of pride. It's a matter of people learning more about life and not having stereotypical rigid ideas. You're rigid now, aren't you? All right, back. Christian, stop it. If it helps reduce the misunderstanding. Bro, do you know how many artists you destroyed? So he just skate? No, he didn't skate at all. I mean, anybody see that interview where he forgot where he was standing on the sidewalk and somebody is saying, hey, have you talked to P. Diddy lately? Who is that? Who that is? I don't know P. Diddy. You sure about that? Bad boys, come out and play. Or at least betray Andrew Harrell. I mean, either or, take a pick. Oh my God. I am privileged that my relationship with artists goes over many, many, many years. I'm sure they didn't have a lot of goodness to say to you or about you, but most of those have passed away in mysterious circumstances. Okay, then. It says, but when I founded Arista in 1975, I established relationships with writers and producers, and so began the odyssey of teaching people how to dangle stuff over carrots, over balconies and people's heads. All right, then. And even then, the allure of finding the perfect song for the perfect artist never lost its appeal. But somehow Whitney did. Krisha, all right, stop. It's pure creativity, or strong arm man in people, but it's that too. All right, then. Going through hundreds of songs and meeting with artists as you distill them. What the hell is distilling? Okay, then. It's a beautiful word. All right, that's enough. I'm waiting for Tubi, Pinterest. I'm waiting on YouTube. Netflix, the short reels for everybody, the untold life of Clive Davis. Ain't nobody scared of you now. What you gonna do about it? Only person that people still scared of is Tommy Mottola. I don't think he doing that much, but hey, wait till he go ahead and kick that too. And that's gonna be a whole lot. Put Mariah Carey on Front Street and let a lot of people know why she went back crazy. And it wasn't for butterflies. All right, then. He gone. All right, then. That's it. I had to, because it's floating all the time down my timeline. The only people that's really giving him some kudos right now, believe it or not, he's an artist that's still on the radio. Everybody that has lost their careers or over in their careers, they ain't had much good to say at all. But these people are older than me also. So yeah, like I said, been around a long time, and enough that I refuse to do anything and everything to get in the music industry, but still having a couple of songs copywritten. I can say at one point in my life, I actually tried to break into the music industry and was warned very, very quickly. There's a better way of getting out the projects. There's a better way of giving a life for my children. There's a better way. So either I am willing to get my back blown in and ran through in order to become top of the charts, or I need to go back to Spartanburg, South Kakalaki. Thank you so much to the CEO and producer of Eargasm Record for really warning me of what I was getting into. I was such just nose wide, eyes got stars in it. I just had to pass one damn test. Take me to one of the hottest clubs in New York. If I could shut them up and shut that down and get them to stop talking and actually listen to me, here's your contract. Booyah! Here's your contract. Here, sign this. Sign it. Now, but let me tell you, before you put your name on that dotted line, this is what you gonna have to do in order, if you want to ever become top of the charts. Are you ready to be passed around like a rag doll? Now, your kids, you're going to have to sign them over to somebody else. But other than that, we could promise you the moon, the stars, and the sky. And you can actually be a writer, because we see you've written many songs and you got a copywritten, Poor Man, and at the Library of Congress. So this is what we advise you to do, ma'am. They'll find you another way to get out of the projects and make a better future for your children. The music industry is not for you. And it said, please stop calling everybody ma'ams and sirs. That is going to be the first clue that you're easily to be manipulated and you're very damn naive. So we advise you to go back to the South, live your life, and never sing again. And what contract did you sign with your manager? Let me see it. He gets 70% of your royalties and you only get 30. Let me ask you a question. Did he try to sleep with you while you was up here? Yes. He said, don't you ever sing again. Write as many songs as you possibly can. But for the next 15 years, anything that you do in the music industry wise, you're going to have to owe him pretty much your soul. That's how corrupt and crooked it is. And now knowing before they actually put your masters out there and put your music, they go behind a little small ass door with an altar and a pentagram, and they do whatever that's necessary to change and make sure that the demonic part of the music industry has already got a stronghold over your life. So there's a reason for everything. So that is my never gonna forget how I wanted to really be a part of that evil ass industry. But now I just sang for y'all. I could dance too. All right then. Hey there, Cynthia Rose. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Bill Thompson. It's a fact. I tried it. I could hum a couple of bars, many bars at that time. Really had a great voice before Newports just said F it. Okay? But listen, you can type me in. Not this name, but my maiden name, Lucretia Strobel. Going up there to the Library of Congress and just see how many songs I got damn copywritten. Then come back and apologize. Because I ain't got no reason to lie at all. I was just saved from being in that industry and get my back blown in. I'm not willing to do anything for the money. So I would just rather do this and say, hey, y'all, get on over there, support. Maybe it was actually building up my backbone for the political industry, because this is a damn industry too. This is a game. So not only for me running for office, being the president of different groups, getting out there and speaking, testifying in front of Congress, doing all the rest of this stuff, it kind of built me up not to play these games with these folks. And I don't care how much money you got in your dang on pocket. If you're not for the betterment of me and my grandchildren and my nation, you can't tell me nothing. And I don't want to have a conversation with you. Today, Atticus was like, hey, so you're in an echo chamber. Echo! Echo, 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 echo. Echo. It's called heaven on earth, baby. So if I ain't got to deal with you in heaven, how you got to deal with you on earth? It's that simple. So I like my echo chamber. I love my fam. I love to grow wiser and more mature every day with people that think like me, not some other kind of tomfoolery. So that's why I don't have that much patience for anybody anymore. So I don't play your games. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a libertarian. I don't care if you're a conservative. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're a constitutionalist, a Green Party, or some new party that they just came up with. I'm not playing your games because it's not a game to me, and it's never a click. So I don't care about Megan. I don't care about Candace, and I done met her I don't know how many times. I don't care about Tucker or anybody else you think I should because I'm a Republican and a conservative. I don't care. This is not a game for me. Now for y'all to get shits and giggles and clicks, maybe. But for me, never that. So absolutely not. I got up off that table when I recognized that I was not welcome there because I asked too many questions, and I want to know what the real going on in the Republican Party, the Democrats. I want to know what's going on in the Republican Party. So when I decided to sit down at that table at the invite of Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, and realized that I do not fit in. I do not want to play these games. I am not finna go out here and be your mouthpiece, and neither am I finna sit here and lie to what? Be behind a gated community with some food I don't like and some dry ass chicken. No, never that. So I just fit in with the gun industry and the gun crowd, and I think I must stay with them. So let me go ahead and serve on the board of directors of the NRA. I'll fit in over there, but the rest of this crap, all the rest of this stuff, the Washington, D.C. crowd, the Atlanta, Georgia crowd, the Gold Dome crowd, and all these other people, like I said, they know me. I don't play with you nor them. I ain't got no time no more. And I'm definitely not trying to fit in. So that's why I say you either going to like me or hate me. Either way, you ain't going to stop me. One more time while I wrote the book. I'm still standing better than I ever did. And I'm going to keep standing. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Oh, well, Dave just said we're at the bottom of the hour. When we get back here, we're going to go ahead and read his article on the accountability of hurting so many human beings across the globe. Go ahead, Dave.
Start your day and wear your values with the God, Family, Country Bundle Pack. This bundle includes a faith-filled t-shirt and matching 16 ounces coffee mug. The shirt is a simple, bold reminder of the foundation many families still believe in: faith in God, love of family, and standing strong for country. The matching coffee mug is perfect for morning coffee, devotion time, kitchen table conversations, or gifting to someone who still believes in faith, home, and freedom. So order yours now at fallbackusa-2.myshopify.com.
Hey, Grandma Barker, how you doing? So everybody, welcome back to The Real News with Lucretia Hughes. Kenna over here with Christy Fowler. She's saying that Richard Childers might be up in here. Come on, the president of RCR Racing. What's up, Richard? How you doing? Call me. I want some tickets. I want some tickets. I don't want to go in the infield. I just want some tickets, dude. I'll be up there in the booth with you. Why you bring that man back to my forehead? Hey there, everybody. So welcome back. Like I said, y'all can either get on over there, get the actual bundle pack for the 250th birthday. It is with George Washington, also Donald Trump. So this is the 250th design. You can go on over there and get the bundle pack, the t-shirt, and the mugs. Or today, because we just put this on the site like last Friday. The God, Family, Country, my whole entire motto. God, family, and country. Y'all make sure y'all get on over there and get that too. And here is the shirt that is with it. Oh, this look good? Yay. Well, chant it to yourself. Oh, here it is. Go on and get that cup out of there, the metal cup. My metal cup by the bed. And just put some ice in it and then pour the rest of the screwdriver over in there. It's right there. I said screwdriver, okay? It's a wine cooler. Wherever Troy Mitchell is at, talking about what's in that cup? A wine cooler. Is that fine? It's better than straight vodka and orange juice. Suck that up. I'm grown. What you looking for? A pen. Dude, bring my pens back. Where the heck they going? Most stolen things in the world.
I hardly use them.
I don't know. Well, here, give me it and I can throw it at you.
So if you're losing them, that's you.
He all in my ear. Hey, Grandma Barker. Welcome back, everybody. The government is a one big club and we ain't in it. Jan. I saw it for myself. How many times have I went to Washington, D.C. to advocate for the Second Amendment? To go into like Dick Durbin's office, Chuck Schumer's office, Bath-Ass-Mouth Waters' office, going to these Democrat strongholds offices, knowing they ain't finna listen to anything that the Women for Gun Rights actually talking about. And when I see that they have stopped listening to us, I get louder. And that's when I step up and tell my story. So to sit there and know how many times I have actually been to Washington, D.C. for a week just to advocate for everybody else in America for the Second Amendment, I'm going to keep doing it. That's my calling. So that is what I love to do. I am straight 2A, baby. No matter if it's the 2A, no matter if it's the NRA, it doesn't matter to me. Those are our rights, and I'm going to always stand up for them. So like I said, September the 13th, I will be speaking on the Washington Mall for our 2A. And thank you, Diana Mueller and the Women for Gun Rights for calling me like, girl, what you doing in September? You want to come back to Washington? Yeah. Yeah. Well, this time, we can't do it. Don't worry about it. We'll have a fundraiser. Don't even worry about it. To get up there, get the hotel room, all of that. I want to see the monuments. I want to see Washington, D.C. really cleaned up. I want to go back to Vietnam Memorial. I want to take my time and really go up that ramp as it just gets higher and goes across and go back down. I want to be able to do that. But this time around, when I go back up there, I want to have my dad's flag in my hand. One thing that he said he will never do in his life is go to Arlington Cemetery or go to the Vietnam Memorial because his friends' names are on that memorial. This time around, with my father passing away and being a veteran, I'm going up there and I'm going to have a small thing of his ashes and I'm going to have his flag. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be honored to be able to get to Washington, D.C. again and have my dad in my arms as I walk that memorial, slower this time, and to really feel the gravity of what these young men did as losing their lives for our freedom. So that's why I am the national spokeswoman for Veterans for America First. I don't play when it comes to our vets. I don't play. It seemed like every generation in my family, we fought for this nation. From my son being in the Air Force, to my brother being in the Marines, to my other brother being in the Navy, to my sister being in the Army, and I could go on and on and on. I don't play about my nation. I don't play about my rights, and I definitely do not play about the veterans. And if you don't like it, all you got to do is keep scrolling. That's it. So the big club, like I said, enough of the devil's advocate. It only took me one time to see a beautiful blonde, beautiful, pow, pow, and I ain't gay, pow, just walking in behind Dick Durbin's chief of staff. Just, where we going? We're in the Hart building on the 7th floor. Yeah, we're going to have to go underneath the tunnels for the people that said there's no tunnels in under the Capitol and no tunnels in Washington. Keep on walking. Keep on. You good, Miss Mercy? You all right? Because I'm going to slow down as much as you need it. Look back at that chick. Her whole face shifted. In and out. I'm like, whoa, stop mid-stride. She stopped mid-stride. We both looked at each other. She said, you saw that? I saw that too. Like I tell you, and I keep telling y'all, that's the first time I disrespected y'all, where I did not go into a meeting and I refused to go in that damn room with that woman, not after seeing what I saw. So I don't want to hear from anybody when they talking about Washington, D.C. I've been there too many times, especially in the tunnels when people are like, there's no, shit. There's a whole subway underneath the Capitol, underneath the Senate side, underneath the House of Representatives, and they can get back and forth without ever having to hit the surface. You have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm going to need some people, when they try to come over here and argue, zip that crap. Unless you finna walk in my shoes and actually go see what I see. If not, throw it away. So I can't wait to get back to Washington, D.C., and I cannot wait to start speaking again and having the opportunity to speak at the Washington Mall. Come go rock that place. So welcome back. Hey, Owen, what's going on out there? How you doing? All right. Let's do this. And then we're going to get to Christy's, and then we're going to read Dave's. Hey, Christy, I got you first, girl. I got you first. What was that? Wait a minute. Richard Childers is my man. Me too, Kenna. I love. You know, he used to be on the board of directors of the NRA. That's how I met Richard Childers. As being a part of the NRA, I met him, and especially when the big coup was going on inside of the NRA, I got to learn Richard Childers really, really well. And one of his signature moves, he loved winking at people. I'm like, dude, I got you. Hey, kid, how you doing? Hey, everybody, what's up out there? Hey, Cookie Lee, keep fighting the fight. If we stop, we lose our nation. If we stop, we lose our nation. If regular, ordinary folks, I ain't talking about elected politicians. They're not. You hear me say, I didn't say leader. I said elected politicians. If we stop as being regular folks, regular American citizens, they overtake us. We cannot do that. And neither can we show these people we're not paying attention, because that's what they're banking on. When you walk into the Hart building, if you ever go into the Capitol, even the Cannon building, the Longworth building, any of these buildings, all y'all know, it's all granite. The hallways are granite. They're empty hallways where if you have it on heels, it literally echoes up and down the corridor. When you hear politicians in their offices, them peasants, they work for us. We can do what we want. When you hear this coming out of particular offices, because remember, what they need to close their doors for. They talk loud as crap. especially on the phone, especially you can just walk by and they be in there in a meeting, they still talking. But when you hear sitting politicians say that type of stuff about us, they are guaranteeing that we're not paying attention. They guaranteeing they're going to roll over us. And they did. They literally did until 2020. And it took about 2 years, or at least 1.5 years in, for people to really get louder and louder and let them know that we're watching them. There's an article out here right now. Chuck Schumer trying to tell the damn truth. Talking about, hey, 60% of the American citizens are actually Republicans. I just wanted y'all to know this. And maybe like 40 are Democrats. So that's why we got to hoop and holler. And I'm going to read this right after Christie's. He said this out of his own mouth. No wonder they needed a whole new voting block. But all you got to do is remember John Podesta and the email, the WikiLeaks drop. What'd he say? Don't worry about the black community. Don't worry about the poor white community. You go ahead and throw it like $20 more in a welfare check. It's time to have a taco bowl. Thank you, Julian Assange. Sorry they're trying to hurt you, man, but thank you, Julian Assange. Why you think I looked at Debbie Wasserman Schultz right up there? And go look at my speech on at the Capitol Hill. Go watch my congressional speech, and they're gonna actually cut to Debbie Wasserman Schultz as I'm speaking. She like this. Couldn't look at me in my face not one damn time, because I was definitely looking at her. And then you're gonna be like, who is she looking at? AOC was on the right-hand side with Kwame Mfume, and then you had Debbie Wasserman Schultz right in front of me. So as I'm speaking about who's going to be our protectors, who's going to, help us, she didn't want to hear nothing I had to say. Nothing. Like I said, it's right over there. It's go type it in. Lucretia Hughes testimony in front of Congress. Watch these politicians' expressions. Watch them. So, you know what? When I wanted to call them crazy, that's been like, ooh, she called them delusional. Actually, I had crazy written on the piece of paper until, they said I had to change that word. So I was like, okay, what's another word for crazy? Delusional. Go watch and see if I said that to them. All them, not yelling at the television screen, not getting in somebody's chat, not getting in somebody's live conversation. No. You thought I was gonna let that pass me up? I got tired of shouting at the TV. Why not tell them to right to their face? Y'all delusional. I ain't your enemy. Go watch. Then watch the politicians' faces. At least I could say I had that opportunity and that blessing and that privilege of actually testifying in front of Congress, not sitting there and holding my mouth, not holding my words, but speaking right what was wanting I want to. So if everybody else like, oh my God, if I ever met them, well, I had the opportunity to do it. And would do it again in a heartbeat. I would get back in front of Congress in a heartbeat, because you ain't going to shout over me. That is not going to happen. Hey, it's Jazzy. Hey there, what's going on? Danny Walters in Chicago and Jessica Waters confronting the council. Paul confronting the mayor and them. I've been paying attention. But do you really think Brandon Johnson give a crap? Do you actually think Prickster cares? They too big for their britches. Bada bing. But yeah, do you think they care? No, they don't. That's why they treat the people of Illinois the way they do. Y'all are truly peasants. Truly, we are, all of us, voting elected. Just look at how they treat us. Look how they come out here every 2 to 4 years. Look at the gaslighting. Look at the smoke blown up people, twats. And then look at how they want to keep us divided and arguing, fighting amongst ourselves. Not the people that's actually got their knees on our backs, but we got to fight amongst ourselves. It's like, you better show me where I signed your paycheck, or I signed taxes to be taken out your paycheck. But other than that, don't get angry at me, because I didn't vote for them. What's wrong? Is that something bad wrong with it? I like it. That's your design. I like that.
Now it's straight.
My husband tried to be a perfectionist on all of his designs and work, but Dave did a great job on all the designs that's on our store. So, attaboy, Dave. Like I said, you're always pessimistic. Hey, Killer, how you doing? Boo, I know a known whistleblower in my state. I walked in and our registrar filing in the voters' ballots. Ma'am, they don't like you. You too big for your britches. You paying attention a little bit too much. They don't want us to pay. They don't want us to pay attention. So now that they know who you are and that you are paying attention, every time they see you, you're gonna be like the frenemy because you're paying attention. They want us all to go back to sleep and muzzle ourselves. Put that mask back on. So we are not questioning their authorities. So we're not questioning what they're doing behind the scenes. That's what they truly want. But that is not how we are made as being a constitutional republic. And I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Green Party, Constitutionalist, Independent, or any other one that is out there. And really, there is two wings on one bird. You can be a constitutionalist. You ain't got no power. You can be an independent. You ain't got no power. They set it up for a two-party system, which ain't nothing but a uniparty. So all the rest of this stuff, sit back and look and watch. Just sit back and observe them. And then see how they come out here and lie to us on a consistent basis. See how they really don't care about us. It's a game. I don't want any more committee hearings. I don't want no more damn investigations. If people like us know just a little bit of stuff, where's the federal grand jury? Where's the grand jury at? Of all this stuff that Christy Fowler know, all this stuff that Fudge them know, all this stuff that William and Beamer and everyone else that has been paying attention for decades, and some people got filing cabinets of how long they've been paying attention. No more of the committee hearings, because if it was you, me, out here in U.S. America, we would have been locked up by now. The DA would have had the grand jury already intervene, and we probably is getting ready to be arrested. So how in the world they're not? Now you got AOC. Not AOC, but Ilhan Omar talking about a husband that made no money last year. How you go from $30 million on the books, now it's not $30 million and your husband didn't make anything? How they walking? How they skating? How they walking? But you actually hired 87,000 IRS agents to look out for our bank accounts for more than $600, but nobody wants to talk about insider trading, stock trading, and how Nancy Pelosi is worth over $200 million. Her and her husband collectively. And it ain't Mad Dog 2020 or Cisco or any wine company. So I want to know. I always said, hey, you getting in the stock market, follow Nancy Pelosi portfolio. All right, then, because, honey, you want to be rich. Follow Nancy. Deep state firing have begun. Yeah, Poote. They ain't playing. Woo! I told you last week it was coming. He's a racist. I was fired, taking all the black jobs. What the hell is a black job? It says Bill Poote, Krisha, I don't care. Bill started slashing jobs at the Office of Director of National Intelligence. Wow. Wait a damn minute. Tulsi Gabbard, did you give them a list of who need to go? She said she was going to drop the bomb on them, baby. She said, you know what? I got to take care of my husband. Ain't going to be here for a while. I already told you I was coming after you. Well, holy shnikes. It says Bill Poote has begun firing the deep state intel officials just days into his role as acting DNI. But you couldn't get Pam Bundy to do diddly squat. I ain't taking that back. It says the deep state firing has begun, especially after John them came out here, John Brennan, and then you had James Comey, then you had John Sullivan talking about there's a legions of deep state undercover people. Dude, did you just snitch them out? You better be worried about your own damn case. But now that you done told the Trump administration that there's a whole bunch of holdovers, there's a legion. He said a legion of deep state undercover people still working for the federal government. You didn't think Trump administration, backed by Kash Patel, backed by Tulsi Gabbard, backed by the rest of them, weren't coming to get y'all? And then you done left a whole burn room just full of information and evidence. Bum, 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 bum. They're going down. I want them in jail. They're going down. I mean, perk walk. Krisha, perk walk. It said it is unclear how many people has been fired. He said 4,000. You don't read? Dang, come on now, Gateway Pundit. He said over 4,000. What are you talking about? Good. It says it was previously reported that Trump wanted to reduce the size of the federal intelligence agencies. The federal government got too big for its britches. How you have so many people working in the in that sector when they need to be out here working in hours? Okay, how in the world all of a sudden you just gonna have mass hiring, but down out here in the real world we struggling, and I know how to say struggle, but we struggling. But all these people, it's like, hey, I work for the federal government, I'm never gonna get fired. You are today. Okay then. It says also the federal housing regulator, Bill Putte. You still need to go get Lisa and them. But back to this. Showed up to work a day early last Thursday and asked for a list of all employees as he decided to fire. Okay then. He was like, you. I don't know why in the world like Blues Brothers popped in my head. According to NBC or CNN. Really? Okay then, Putte met with lawyers last evening or Thursday evening. It says Bill officially began his job as acting DNI last Friday. Early this month, President Trump announced his nomination for U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Jay Clayton, to serve as Director of National Intelligence. However, Trump postponed Clayton's confirmation until the senators confirmed his replacement to U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Let's keep going now. 3 Republican senators early this month joined Democrats. I can name them. Let me guess. Mitch and them? Morawski. Thum. Ooh. The seditious 6. Krisha. That's how I feel about half of them. It says, I voted to block Bill Putte from serving as acting director of national. Fire them too. God, I forgot they got to get elected out. It says, a rhino, Senator Cassidy. Krisha, stop that. Collins. And Morawski. How did I know that was all up in that? Voted for a Democrat-sponsored amendment that would bar a Senate-confirmed head of another department from serving as acting DNI. That didn't stop Trump. Krisha, stop that. It says Senator Mark Warren introduced the amendment to block Putte from serving as acting DNI, and the amendment failed 49-49. Guess who was the deciding vote? I give you a hint. J.D. Vance. Honey, please, you ain't stopping nothing. All these, Morawski, you need to be worrying about your own state of Alaska. That's all I'm saying, because they coming for you. I mean, hey. Hey there, deer slayer. Pew, pew. Hey there, Pelosi's daddy was the judge that Bill Clinton's mom went before. She was an RN and OD as patient. I'm learning so much. Hold on, y'all. I'm learning so much about Nancy Pelosi family, Hillary Clinton family, Prescott Bush, and his clique of family. I am learning so much about all of them. It's scary. How did any of this happen? How did any of that happen? But that's that nepotism, favoritism, friendship-wise. But when you start looking at the connections between the Pelosi's and the Clintons, and then all of, what's his name over there trying to be the king to be, when you start really looking at Newsom and all the rest of them, it's mind-blowing how they ain't went to jail yet. How in the world can Pookie and Ray Ray do they do? You got Billy Bob and Thornton up there doing they do. They will get smacked down and pushed to the ground, smushed in the forehead. But when it comes to these powerful, rich people, come on, Hillary Clinton got fired from Watergate. How she still got power? Looking like death warmed over. Never mind. Now, you know what? We all gonna have to wait. Anything gonna happen on Earth? I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt it. They are so comfortable in their sin. They are so comfortable in all the evil stuff they have done and perpetrated over the decades. And we are the ones that got to pick up the pieces or hate on each other because they say so. Thank you, Kenna. I'm so glad this is what I say, fam. This is how we learn, by talking to each other. And then you'll get somebody come in here and be like, prove it. Honey, no. Even the Bible said when two or more get together, a lot of things can happen. So I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people saying ditto. But when you learn all this is interconnected, then think about the old mayors of Baltimore. Think about the governors of Maryland. Think about the Pelosi's and the Clintons and all the rest of this stuff, and how these people are lockstep in politics decade after decade after decade and still getting away with it. Well, at least she's still coughing up, hellhound smoke. I mean, hey, Kristen. Let's read Dave's. Because this son gun right here, please explain to me why he ain't did the perk walk. My husband wrote this, y'all. I have not read it yet. But Dave us the Klukin, if he can't jump, he sure enough can write. Here we go. You remember like 3 years ago, we couldn't say nothing about the scam-demic. Now that Tulsi Gabbard dropped a bomb on them, baby, we were right. We the people told you so. Do-da, do-da. Oh, we the people told you so. Oh, the do-da day. Here we go. It says, if the COVID lab leak cover-up destroyed lives, where's the accountability? Written by James David Klukin. All right, then. It says, for years, Americans were told there was only one acceptable narrative about coronavirus. Questions were, did the virus come from? Were they labeled as a conspiracy theorist? and Christy suggested the possibility of a laboratory leak in Wuhan, China, where you were accused of spreading misinformation, disinformation, fake news. Was it fake? Have anybody got an apology yet? Christy Fowler, I am so sorry that no one believed you but us. There you go. Asked whether American taxpayer dollars help fund the dangerous research overseas, you were ridiculed, censored, shadow banned, or completely just shut down and punished. Oh, let's not forget getting your monetization snatched, or maybe just getting banned completely. It says now, according to documents recently released by outgoing director Tulsi Gabbard, who is the director of national intelligence, many of our concern Americans raised from the beginning were not only legitimate, but were actively suppressed by some of the most powerful figures in government and public health and a whole bunch of damn platforms. I'm waiting for TikTok to start twitching there for a minute. It says that raises a serious question. If a lie was used to silence millions of Americans, shouldn't there be consequences? Not me getting my monetization shut down, not me getting shadow banned, not me getting my page banned, not me getting my everything taken away, because I had every right to ask questions. And now I'm glad that I did. Pure blood, pure blood. Pure blood. Oh, you can tell when I grew up. It says the damage went far beyond social media arguments. People lost their jobs because they questioned official COVID policies. Doctors and scientists had careers threatened because they challenged prevalent assumptions. Small business owners watched years of their work disappeared while their doors were shut, but big box stores was left open. Don't let me get on the churches. Families stopped speaking to one another. You know how many people in my family stopped talking to me because of the scam-demic and because I was a Republican at the same time? Yeah, a lot. It says also friendship ended. Americans was publicly shamed for asking questions that now appeared to have been reasonable or mean. Like I said, oh, we told you so. It says, meanwhile, the social media companies aggressively censor dissident voices. How many of y'all got like 24, 3-day, 1 week, 1 month suspension on social media, or was like Donald J. Trump, completely banned? I know, I can tell you 2 people now. Christy Fowler, Juan Habanero, and a whole bunch more people. Me on YouTube. Me on YouTube. Facebook, completely no monetization since 2022. None. So I took it there. I sure the hell did. Accounts were suspended. Videos were removed. Podcast was demonetized. Streamers were shadow banned. Independent journalists was buried under algorithms. Algorithm gonna get me. Algorithm gonna get me. Algorithm's gonna get me. Woo. I'm sitting here like, but I didn't lie though. Never lied. And I'm still talking. Creature, I don't care. I ain't gonna never forget them damn years. Entire channels disappeared because they dared to discuss the theory that government officials insist was impossible. But today, many of those same claims are being re-examined by the very institutions that once condemned them. It says that should concern every American regardless of political party. This is simply not about Fauci because it was many, many, many more involved. It says this is about what happened when government officials, media organizations, technology companies, and public institutions all align behind one single narrative and use their collective power to punish anyone who disagreed. You ain't finna put that shit in me. Arms with me. Fallbackusa-2.myshopify.com. In the arms of an angel. Before I get banished off everything else, because I'm not shutting up. Thank God Trump won, because goobly-goo. But I would not be here today if he hadn't. It says the content creators who lost audience cannot simply rebuild overnight. No, but I'm going to keep chuggling. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. If not, I just diversify on so many different damn platforms. One shut me down. I'll be like, y'all. Algorithms decide that, I'm not worth it anymore to be on their platforms. Y'all will not lose me because I ain't going nowhere. So y'all make sure y'all hit me to become not only a founding member, but also to get my newsletters and everything else, because we're not stopping. Might not find me on TikTok, might not find me on YouTube, might not find me on anything else.
Right now we're not on Facebook.
Why?
The video's ended.
Okay. All right then. The content creator, the families that was torn apart by fear, division, public pressure cannot easily repair those relationships. So what happens now? Some argue that the public exposure of what occurred is punishment enough. Others believe that there should be congressional investigations. Not I. There should be lawsuits. How many times I said, y'all better not quit your damn jobs. Don't quit them jobs. You better make them fire you. I'm telling you, when this is all said and done, there's going to be some people that get out there and start suing their companies, and they're going to get paid. Look at all the people that are winning their lawsuits from getting fired from their jobs. Told you. It's all of it. You can't do that. You cannot do any of that stuff that they're doing. Then make them pay for it. Hope you didn't quit. And while opposing viewpoints was targeted so aggressively, it was the New World Order, bro. Never mind. It says, most importantly, they deserve safeguards to ensure this never happens again. It ain't. They tried it with the hantavirus. I don't know how many of y'all pushed back. They said, hantavirus is flip. You couldn't find it the next week. People was making videos talking about, hey, we ain't playing this again. We just letting y'all know in advance. You can do whatever you want to do. But we all sitting here and we telling you, we ain't playing these games with y'all. So whatever you got cooking up in the laboratory, trust me, I'm telling you, the Earth citizens ain't going for it this time around. And the next thing you know, all of this stuff where the sky was falling a month ago and a month and a half ago, it said flip, 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 flip. Didn't grab hold because wasn't nobody playing those games no more. It says also, because if powerful institutions can coordinate to suppress debate on an issue as significant as global scamdemic, then every American should be asking what topic could be next. It's called Event 201. Go look it up. They probably got a whole directory of what they finna put out here next. Yeah. The greatest threat to a free society is not disagreement. It is the belief that only one side is allowed to speak. The COVID era taught America many painful lessons. One of the biggest, maybe the questioning authority, is not misinformation. Sometimes it is the first step towards the truth. I don't know. I didn't fall for it anyway. It's called the spirit of discernment, and I use my head. So it looked like Dave said that Facebook shut y'all down. I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, Facebook video in.
No, literally on my phone, it came low bars or low something, low wattage. I'm telling you what's on my Wi-Fi. So if it came up, if connection, that's exactly what shut down Facebook. Even if it skips a little bit, it will shut down Facebook first. You ain't finna sit here and tell me when I literally had to do that for two.
I'm trying to tell you what I see.
Yeah, if Facebook is down, and I'm telling you why. It's if Facebook is the one that uses the most. That's why. If it starts lagging just a little bit for more than 2 to 3 seconds, it will shut you down.
I watched it happen.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't care.
Well, I'm just telling you what happens on this end.
Yeah, still don't care. I actually witnessed what happened on your end when I was actually doing the show by myself. So yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, this time.
He's still talking. All right then. What is this? Next one. Great article, Dave. Whatever, dude. It didn't fix it. Put it back up. Stop with the pessimistic attitude. And all you got to do is redo the thing, bring it back up. That's reset it. That's all you got to do. All the nagging and the arguing and the pessimism attitude, we don't need it.
Just trying to share with you.
Okay, well, I'm sharing to you. Just go ahead and bring it back. Jesus. Trust me, I deal with this on a regular. It gets old and very draining. All right, then. What's the next one, Christy? Because the pessimistic attitude, I just don't rain on my parade, which is daily. F around and find out. We the people are tired. Great shirt. Besides, we the people told you so. We the people are tired. Hold on. Where's the one that says we the people are pissed? Because I had that too. Hold up, girl. Look. I got the one that says do not comply to a whole nother lie. And we started going with the faith over fear montage during that because everybody was so fearful. I'm like, you believe in Jesus Christ? Faith over fear, baby. I don't care what man got to say. They ain't going to be because somebody spliced some cells over in a laboratory. God has already perfectly told everybody in the world when he get tired what's going to happen. So it won't be water. It'll be fire the next time. Not little green men, not little monkeys running around with a disease. God has plainly told you how the world is going to end. And it won't be because you cook something in the lab. So that, when they started making a big deal and people like me, well, you're going to hurt everybody in the world if you don't get in line. Well, hey. Oh, it ain't my fault. And that's when I started really bucking the system and became very mean. Okay, but I started being, I was blah, blah. Woo, I perfected the resting bitch face at that time. I've been in Facebook jail so many times. I have too. I have been in Facebook jail so many times. I just got a warning from TikTok. Literally, what I say. I guess we're going to all see. I don't care. At this point, I really don't care. Been through the fire. So I really don't care. I didn't say anything that was violent. So whatever on that one. Or anything. Here we go with against community standards or whatever. Hey there, what's this one? All right, Christy, what is this? Hold on. Hey, Dave, where this one down? Hey, Kathleen. Hey, William, what's going on? All right, Christy, let's see what this is. Let's see what you finna get me kicked off Facebook, TikTok for. Oh, Lord. Is that it? Wait a damn minute. Girl, I thought millions. I thought I saw millions with this black man. Girl, it says 1.2 billion. I wasn't even going to read this article today because I just skimmed over, the money that was stolen. I thought it was like $1.2 million. Oh, no. It's in the B's. It says FBI captures most wanted Medicare scheme. Now watch, I get a warning from TikTok again, and they ain't even said nothing wrong. Keep going. It says the FBI has captured one of the most wanted fraudsters who allegedly defrauded the government for more than $1.2 billion in Medicaid. How? How? I can't even steal a pack of bubble gum before the Holy Spirit smack me down. How? His name is Herbert. Hold on. I got to get over that first name first. Oh, Lord. Herbert. Kimball, 60, is accused of running a fraudulent healthcare enterprise that resulted in more than $1.2 billion would it be? In Medicare charges and affected thousands of Medicare beneficiaries, many whom were elderly victims. Previously, the FBI offered $150,000. That's it? You couldn't give like 10% of what he stole? Whatever. Many whom were awarded for information leading to his arrest. $150K. That's it? Okay then. Authorities say he was arrested in the Philippines after nearly 2 years on the run, according to the New York Post. Vice Chairman of the White House Task Force to Eliminate Fraud, Andrew Ferguson, highlighted the importance of the anti-fraud task force. The Biden administration could have gotten him. He was black. Of course they wasn't. They found plenty of time to arrest people playing outside abortion clinics. Ouch, Beverly Williams. And praying outside of the country. Excuse you? Side of the country. Excuse you? Did he have suitcases with $1.2 billion in it? Well, he rich in the Philippines, or whoever his new wife is. Boy, he said passport bro what? He was the founding member of that. It says Kash Patel announced Kimball's arrest on Friday, writing, in just over 2 weeks, this was the second most wanted fraudster arrested on the FBI list, led by Vice President Vance. Told you he was going to crack. I told y'all. When Trump appointed J.D. Vance, almost 2 months ago, with this waste, fraud, and abuse task force, he wasn't going to play with these people. How you like them now? Wow. I see, that was me, my boy. That's Mama Annie boy. Gone. He had a praying grandmother. He did that. J.D. Vance them ain't playing with y'all. So if you know you and your homies them, or know somebody that's frauding the government because you think it's easy cash, you might want to sit down, back up, and stop. Because Fed pen ain't nothing to be played with. But if you want to go to a federal penitentiary, be our guest, because that's where you're going. It says Herbert was apprehended in the Philippines and is now back in the United States. I wonder if he's at Terre Haute, Leavenworth, Atlanta. There's plenty more of them around the United States. It says he allegedly orchestrated a $1.2 billion healthcare fraud conspiracy. They got him on conspiracy charges. This dude ain't never getting out. That targeted the Medicare system, particularly the elderly victims, between 2014 and 2019. Thank you to the acting Attorney General Todd Blanche and our Justice Department partners for their assistance in returning Kimball to the United States to face justice. Why? Like seriously, why he didn't go? There's many. Like seriously, why he didn't go? There's many countries out there. I'm not trying to tell nobody to break the law, okay? But if you were gonna break the law and you're breaking the law by billions of dollars, why don't you go to a country that you don't get extradited and there's not a treaty with the United States government or the marshals? So I don't understand that. Why would he pick the Philippines when we got a great relationship with the Philippines? You would have went to Iran. I'm kidding. It says, thank you. It says President Trump set the mandate to end the abuse of hardworking taxpayers' money, and each and every day the team will be committed to delivering. I can tell you now, J.D. Vance ain't playing with you. J.D. Vance ain't playing with you. It ain't Trump. You can hate on Trump all you want, but he put the bulldog up in there, and he appointed J.D. Vance as the one that's supposed to stop all the waste, fraud, and abuse. This man is going from state to state. auditing people. He is going. They're not playing anymore. So if you or somebody you know might think they making some quick duckies by frauding the federal government because it's easy picking and easy money, and that's my money. I can steal what I want. Well, I'm telling you now, it's called the United States Penitentiary, and they don't play with you. It's one step up from the state pen, but I just say don't do it. Don't be a scallywag. Don't be a fraudster. But if you have, the federal government, they came out and said it. They usually don't look at people that steal maybe less than $2 million. But I still wouldn't do it. But hey, you ain't skating this time around, and you can call whoever you want racist. It says, so far, 2 of the FBI most wanted fraudsters have been caught. The second fraudster, named Abdullah Irig, or something like that, accused of stealing. Wait. All he stole, black guy stole like 1.2 billion. All right. From the federal child snap. Snap. Okay then. And COVID scamdemic preparedness previously surrendered to the authorities. What do you think? Just because you surrendered, you ain't going to prison? Bro, you going to jail. And for anybody else out there that literally is finna get something from a kickback or something fraudulent, I would look over my shoulder at this point. I tried to tell you, if you was going to try anything nefarious, you might want to do it before Biden get out of office. They just came out here on the undercover video from James O'Keefe, and they said it's like throwing gold bars off the Titanic. But I said it, when Trump get up in there, it's going to cease all of that bull stuff, and they're going to really dig in it. I mean, I was being, facetious. I didn't think it was going to happen. It's the federal government. I didn't never think it was going to happen, but whoa, Nelly. Trump and them ain't playing with you. Maybe that's why they don't like him so much. From the USAID, all the way from, Act Blue, all the way from Win Red. All of these people that's been getting kickback from the federal government, inside of the federal, or swindling or frauding or abuse or waste, all that. I told y'all I was coming to an end. I just didn't think nobody was going to jail behind it. I didn't think nobody was going to do no time. I thought they was going to allow all these people to skate until Trump got up there and made that big press conference with J.D. Vance and his crew of merry men saying, we coming to get you, and we don't care where you at, where it in the world, where it in the United States, what state you're located in. If you are frauding the federal government, watch your back, because we're coming for you. I thought we done heard this how many times in our lifetime that the federal government gonna come and arrest people. There's gonna be a Democrat for a great 8 to 16 years, because we got J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, and then you got Pete Hegseth. So I just cannot wait for the next 18 years to see what's gonna happen in the United States. Hey there, Kim, how you doing out there? Thank you for the rose. Do you know when AOC is gonna roll up to the South? Listen. When she was over there, what was it? Alabama? I think she was, girl, I just said Alabama, so damn country. When she was in Alabama giving that speech, she was in the South when she was like, and the North gotta pull up to the South, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee. It's what I heard. Texas was like, yo, what about us? Yo, we coming, we pulling up. Florida was like, yeah, hey, we the South too. We coming. She ain't came back to the South. Matter of fact, she hadn't opened her mouth up. I don't know who warned AOC. Hey, girl, you might want to watch what the hell you're talking about, because you done pissed off half the United States. Even Texas' name wasn't called. Why she leave out Texas, where the stars at night are big and bright, okay? Deep in the heart of Texas. She didn't even call out Floridians, because, they just Floridians, honey. She didn't call out them roughnecks down there. No. She picked the wholesome states. She said Georgia. She said Alabama. She said Louisiana. She said Tennessee and Mississippi. She said they was going to pull up to the South. And we said, where? They call us the dirty South for a reason. You might not want to do that. It ain't like the 1800s anymore. And then Texas was like, yo, don't forget about us. We part of the SEC too. Can you imagine them going to the Rocky Mount, Tennessee? You imagine that one of the biggest stadiums, football stadiums, and especially college city when there's a game going. You can imagine 109,000 human beings just watching a football game. What would happen when every other SEC stadium or school get involved, plus the state? Stop playing with us in the South. Listen, we sweet as sweet tea down here, okay? But don't threaten us. Don't threaten us. And if you notice, she ain't said nothing else, has she? I don't know who whispered in her ear like, girl, you might want to hush the hell up. But she ain't came back out her mouth with nothing else. So I don't know who said pring, pring, pring. What the hell did you go down there and say? Girl. See, that's why you got an opponent. She said we gonna pull up. Pull up where? She know how big our state is down here? Do she know that we will swallow New York like it ain't nothing? So I have no idea what the Northerners think when they looking down here in the South. But honey, we will rock y'all worlds. Girl, you got South Georgia. I'll hold the Northeast Georgia up and the mountainside. You got Jin over there. You got Miss Dot and them over there. They're going to play with these folks. You're going to say all that stuff, but then to ride out. We still waiting. Hey, Amy. What's going on, Amy girl? I see you. Hey, Yunky. Is that how you say it? Hey, Yunky. How you doing out there? She needs to come my way. Kill him. Bake up pie. Just bake her pie. Hey there, what's up, Pegasus? How you doing? I know who you are, Jan. Got Jan over here in Alabama waiting on ALC. Yeah, don't do that. I know we laid back. I know we kind of slow roll motion down here. We don't speed and all that. They just think we slow. Want to call Southerners, all right? You can call us anything, but you still ain't showed up. Want to call Southerners, all right? You can call us anything, but you still ain't showed up. Not by a long shot. All right, then. I'm like, how you going to take over all these states? Where? Who and what Mary Posse? I ain't never figured that one out. Hey there, Kathleen. What's going on? Hey, William. Hey, Beamer. How you doing out there? Hey, Mopar man. Are you still having a hard time with Facebook, Dave?
Yeah, they've changed the stream key 3 times now. That never happens during a live.
Well, we haven't changed the stream key for like over a quarter now.
Yeah.
So
I have to go in, find out
the persistent stream key.
Yeah, the stream key under streaming software setup. I go and I just went to look and I went, let me look at the stream key over here. Oh, that's changed.
So they might change the persistent stream key every quarter, because we've had that one stream key for a very long time. I was wondering when it was going to shut it down.
They've done it. They've changed it 3 times.
Well, if you haven't noticed, Facebook is changing a lot of stuff. Normally when Facebook go down, be prepared. And they went down last week. If anybody didn't remember, it was a whole bunch of people panicking last week because Facebook actually went down there for a minute. When they started working back right, your whole profile and timeline looked different. So instead of having the notifications up top, it's at the very bottom. Instead of having everything like we get so used to being on Facebook, they switch up the game. So anytime that Facebook go down or have a problem, especially at a grander scale, they flipping the swip. Okay, they flipping the switch. So Facebook right now is trying to bite off Elon Musk. Anybody notice how it's actually trying to be set up? If you're over there on X, or formerly known as Twitter, you would actually see, go over to Facebook, they got the thumb down button now. They didn't ever have that before. If you go and look at Facebook, and formerly known as Twitter, you will see Mark Zuckerberg is literally biting. You ain't gonna be no trillionaire. I'm like, why? Leave Facebook the way it is. But every other year, it seemed like they got to go in there and dibble-dabble with our timeline and change up some stuff. And if you look at your timeline from 2 weeks ago to the timeline today, it's totally different.
I've never seen the stream key change in the middle of the show.
I'm sorry, Dave. You're going to have to call Mark Zuckerberg.
3 times now.
Well, maybe because I actually filed a report with the FTC. They probably done finally got to have to answer my questions of why in the hell they have stuck that money over into an account that's still accumulating every month, but I can't get my hands on it while I'm still paying for a blue check mark. Maybe they need to ask questions to the Federal Exchange Commission of why you taking money from this woman, saying you can't verify this woman, but somehow you still have to pay this damn woman because you taking money from the people that actually supposed to give money to her. Maybe they got to answer some questions. Hell, I don't know. I told you yesterday when I went back to Lucretia Hughes' page for the very first time in a long time, they said, is this you? Is this your number? That ain't never happened to me before. I'm going to have to go in there and re-give Facebook my number to verify me on a page they saying I need to be verified and change my number on. And now all of a sudden yesterday, pring, we need for you to verify your account. We're going to go ahead and send you a key and some numbers and a password to your cell phone. Well, now that you have my cell phone, which has not changed in 23 years, give me my $700. That could pay some bills. At least I get like $1.24 from TikTok. It's going to take me years to get that up, but damn, I ain't dancing. It's a headache. It seemed like there are more trolls and bots now. I guess they left Bluesky. Ooh. Yeah. I ain't going over there either. Oh, God. Okay, then what's this one? I see DHS and I see funding. Girl, where you getting gateway funding? All right, then. Christy Fowler, type this in and see if you can find this, because I know I read it. I think it's 2 weeks ago, but Hawaii was the first state to get decertified for either is it Medicare, Medicaid, or it might have been SNAP or food stamps. Look that up. Y'all thought Trump was playing with you. He ain't playing with you. Here we go. Trump administration threatened to withhold DHS grant funding to states opposing election integrity measures. Remember, 28 states or Republican states have already, had to turn over their voter roll. Oh my God. The fraud that they found just in Republican states. Listen, Yansky. The fraud that the Trump administration came out and said that was found just in Republican states with Republican governors is off the chart. Now, can you imagine when the Democrats finally turn in their voter rolls and everything else, if they are in shock about the Republican states and how bad it was in the Republican states? No wonder the Democrat states ain't turning over their rolls and over all this paperwork that's absolutely necessary and what the Trump administration is asking for. They already bitching at the Republican states. How bad it is horrible. Imagine California. Okay, then. It says the White House is reportedly threatening to withhold federal funding from states that do not comply with the proposed election and vote counting rules. It says the new rules that Trump administration seek to implement nationwide includes manual audits of election systems requiring documentary proof of citizenship for voters and phasing out voting systems that do not use hand-marked ballots, CNN reported, citing unnamed sources and internal documents. Democrats don't want that. Anybody remember? Smartmatics is the best thing since sliced bread. QR codes on our ballots. You don't need to worry about read them. Smartmatics can. Then all of a sudden you get a conservative trillionaire, a multi-millionaire, bought up Dominion voting machines and the technology inside of it, Smartmatics. Now the Democrats like, no, it's going to be widespread cheating. They're just going to cheat. Wait a minute. I thought you said that Dominion voting machines and Smartmatics is the most secure voting system in the United States. So now that a conservative decided to buy it and everything in it and flip the scripts up in there, oh, it's a cheat. It's going to be cheating now. No. turn over your voter rolls. CNN, under new rules governing several Homeland Security grant programs, states must take steps and numbers of steps, including phasing out certain electronic voting system and moving to hand-marked paper and watermarks. Don't forget about the watermark. It says they must also run their voter rolls through a controversial Department of Homeland Security citizenship verification database. What? I don't see nothing wrong with that. And we got to have E-Verify. What's the problem? Well, then, you know what? We can't have a taco bowl. Run to the border. It says if not, states would lose out on some funding from the DHS. These grants expecting to total more than $1 billion each state. These blue states gonna be hurting. It says in the current fiscal year, are one of Washington's main vehicles for helping states and local governments prevent terrorism, protect infrastructure, and prepare for major disasters. For years, the DHS grants, which states applied for, have required that at least 3% of the funds be spent broadly on election security. Anybody tell that to Brad Raffensperger? Gabriel Sterling, maybe? Any Secretary of State? Back over here, but with the new guidelines, which CNN obtained, are expected to go out to states later this month, impose a set of mandatory reforms, steep penalties for noncompliance. States that refuse would lose 20% of the grant money. What you gonna do with balanced budgets inside y'all state? I mean, we have to live. I live in Georgia. That's one thing that the Georgia state constitution is demanding, that we have a budget that we must live within. Our budget isn't like anything like California or Washington or any of that. No, our Georgia state constitution does not came out, what, a couple of years ago, maybe 5 or 6, say, hey, you better get this together, bro. We broke. Yeah, we can't afford this. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm just telling you, I'm the comp controller. We broke. You better find this money. And we know that these states get a lot of money from the federal government. I guess we all gonna find out what the heck gonna happen. But Dave just pointed at the floor because he tired of fighting with Facebook. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Go on, baby cakes.
Start your day and wear your values with the God, Family, Country Bundle Pack. This bundle includes a faith-filled t-shirt and matching 16 ounces coffee mug. The shirt is a simple, bold reminder of the foundation many families still believe in: faith in God, love of family, and standing strong for country. The matching coffee mug is perfect for morning coffee, devotion time, kitchen table conversations, or gifting to .myshopify.com.
Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes and Dave. Yeah, when it comes to the Georgia election, absolutely not. I am skipping the governor's race. I know who I want for lieutenant governor. I know who I'm going to vote for Secretary of State. I know who I'm going to vote for Senate, House of Rep. When it comes to the governor, I'm not plugging my nose not one damn bit at all. Nope. No, I didn't vote for him during the primary election. I'm definitely not voting for him for the general. I don't care. about Keisha. If you're gonna do that, Keisha Lance Bass is gonna win. Let me tell you something. I got one damn vote out of 6 million that actually vote every election. Tough titties. You better get out there and get somebody else. Me personally, absolutely not. And yeah, people are like, well, you know, you gotta close your nose. You gotta close your nose, Lucretia. Close your eyes and press. Hell no. No, I got a conscience. That's what gave us Brad Raffensperger. So me personally, no. Nope. He ain't came and never talked to me. And I'm definitely not going to look for him. So again, ain't nobody in the state of Georgia. So somebody already said, hey, you might want to go talk to Lucretia. Who is she? Never mind. Don't come talk to me. So the answer is no. Am I voting for Keisha Lance Bottoms? Don't insult my intelligence. But Rick, no. He ain't never spoke to me. So what the hell am I going to vote for him for? That's how I look at my platform, my mouth. How the hell no? I'm sure some people in his campaign know exactly who I am. So I am like grassroots, tough. So if people want to vote for him, y'all vote for him. I'm good. I'll be at the Capitol tomorrow. Watch for some pictures.
Either way, we get a Democrat.
Oh, damn, Dave.
Yeah. Wrong.
Well,
Either
that's
way,
you.
Right now, it looks like we're going to get a Democrat. Either way.
Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro.
Keisha,
I don't care. I'm not voting for him. That's my free will and choice. Governor's race, pass. Lieutenant governor race, on down. Yes, I will be voting. I haven't missed a vote in the last 16 years. So I will be voting. But me, personally, I ain't telling nobody who they can vote for. You vote for whoever the hell you want. Me and my household will not be voting for Rick Jackson, neither Keisha Lance ass Bottoms. No. So, with whoever we get in Georgia, yay. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm one person, one vote. I don't go and vote consistently. Hey there, Yunky. How you doing? I'm a write-in Burt Jones. Can we do that?
Well, he's not qualified.
How the hell you don't know if he ain't qualified or not? You can write anybody down in the general election. You do know that, right? That's a great ass idea. So we can say we didn't waste our vote. We actually voted who we wanted. I like that. Some people be like Mickey Mouse. Some people write in their names. Yeah, we can do that on the general election. Great idea. I'm writing in. I'm gonna pencil in. Well, not technically pencil him in, but I'm gonna type in Burt Jones. Then my conscience will be clean, cause I gotta sleep on it. Hey there, Yunkin. How you doing out there? Either way, not voting for Jackson. Catch that. Catch that one. That's what I'm saying. Girl, I got that article too. Give me some good articles other than Act Blue or Win Red. They both crooks. I mean, seriously. Well, let's get on over here. I'm going to shut off Facebook because Dave did. Hey, William. Hey, Beamer. I've done write-in several times and vote. So, me personally, because I'm going to write in Burt Jones. Well, you're just wasting your vote. It's mine. It's my vote. I can vote who I want to. And I don't do intimidation. So, suck that up. Don't come over here intimidating nothing. You get your feelings hurt. Hey there, hey William, hey Beamer, what's going on, Jan? What? I find her every time I'm like a bloodhound. Girl, you know I'm here. This is my backup. I had to diversify a couple of years ago because, you know, I just had to. That's how my life was going at one point because I refused to fall for the bull crap y'all called coronavirus. I had questions. I was like Stella Emanuel. I had questions. And yes, you remember when they used to pick at Dr. Stella Emanuel when she was outside of Congress and it was like, don't you believe in aliens? You believe in aliens? And now look what we're talking about. It's supposed to be information supposed to be dropping. Made a big ass deal about Stella Emanuel, Dr. Stella Emanuel talking about aliens. Then why in the world are we talking and waiting on Miami to be cleared out? Anybody remember the Miami Mall? Anybody remember Barack Hussein Obama coming out here talking about, yeah, there's aliens? And then you had Trump like, dude, did he say that? Big ass mouth. Yeah, that aliens. I'm going to drop y'all some nuggets sooner or later. So all of that, when mainstream media and all them started picking at the frontline doctors and nurses, especially Dr. Stella Emanuel, all of that stuff talking about she believes in aliens. Now look what's going on. What's going on? I wonder what's in Studio 51. It's Area Creature. Hey Rhonda, how you doing out there? Hey Pegasus, I had a lot of questions for COVID. I did not buy none of it either. Absolutely not. As I said, I was looking for the locust.
She asked me direct.
Hey Valentina, girl 59. Hey Valentina, girl 59. How you doing? I see you peeking up in here. What's this when I see joggers and runners? I'm going to be out at the lake watching them shoot off fireworks. 250th Relay for America. Runners carrying the United States flag all the way across the country by July the 4th for a good cause. Wait. Is these videos that are going all around Facebook, TikTok? You see a bunch of people just jogging, but they're all holding American flags. See, I thought that was like military. No, these are regular American citizens that are doing it for Relay for Life or Relay for America. I think it's honorable. I'll walk a mile, but that's about it. It says over 250 participants are currently in a relay run carrying the American flag across the country with plans to reach Washington, D.C. on 4th of July. See, I want to be up there for the 4th, but I'll wait till September. Fox News reported that the runners are traversing. Hold on, y'all. They found a way to put that actually in an article. Traversing, okay? Traversing, not running. Traversing. Over 3,000 miles, averaging 162 miles per day. On scooters? You mean to tell me somebody's running 162 miles in a day? Hell no. Without a break? Nah, I don't see that. They ain't slowing down and speed walking? Nah, somebody passing out on the side of the road. Even the monk said we got to walk. But back to this one. Going around the clock for 20 days straight. 162 miles. One person finna run 162 miles in a day. And that's so far-fetched. But I'm going to keep around the town to town to town to town. And y'all like relay the town to town to town to town to town. And y'all like relay the flag. But you finna sit here and tell me one person gonna get up at the ass crack of dawn, run 162 miles by themselves to hand off a flag? I don't see that. I mean, it's a great idea. Now, if you want to be somewhere more believable, maybe saying, hey, everybody meet at the county border per town that we're going to stop in, and then we relay the flag, and then somebody run through that town. You meet over there in Elbert County. I hand it off to Elbert County. Then you run to Sumter, South Carolina. Then you ended up with Sumter, South Carolina. And then the next person take a lead. But seeing a whole group of people run 162 miles in one day without stopping. Too far-fetched. You got doctors on standby because somebody finna faint. But back to this one. Back, I'm reading it right here. It says at about a 9-minute per mile pace. So you ain't gonna piss, nothing. Ain't nobody gonna eat all day long. You just gonna keep running. Dude, this is so damn far-fetched. Okay then, but each mile of a run is dedicated to a particular military veteran. Don't do that. Because what if somebody fall out in one of these miles? After running 159, they couldn't make it the last 3. All right then. Relay for America has really simply a mission, which is uniting Americans 1 mile at a time. See, I can agree with that. Now, if you tell me, hey, Christian, you're going to start the first mile, and then somebody else going to meet you at that mile, and then they're going to drop the flag, and then that person going to run that next mile. Then you drop the flag. Then the next person get the next. Now, I can understand that. That's more feasible to me. But you telling me that every day somebody ain't going to make it. The legs done cramped up. Charlie horses all over the place. Somebody done ran out of zinc and magnesium, potassium. Child, please, who's going to be eating bananas all day? So we gonna have to rewrite this article. I'm gonna need somebody to rewrite this article and actually tell us how y'all planning on doing this. Cause right now reading this article, it don't make no sense to me. It feasibly in my mind You start in the crack of dawn, and you're gonna run nonstop for 162 miles until you end of the day. And you ain't gonna stop, use the bathroom, and do nothing like that. Nope. I'm gonna need whoever wrote this to rewrite it, make it make sense. We're a couple of young people. I don't care if you two. And we love this country. I love my country too, but I don't like being lied to. And we had this big idea. It's very big, huge, as Trump says. It says that to America 250th birthday, we wanted to do something really special to bring people together and accomplish a really big goal. There's somebody named Neil who would graduate from the master's degree of Stanford University. He told Fox News that their runners set out on Sunday, June the 14th, with a crew about 15 people in San Francisco, which is the Pacific Ocean, crossing the Golden Gate Bridge. The marathoner Watts Moss, co-founder of the Relay for America, said about 1,000 people quickly signed up. Okay, then, now it's making sense. You ain't finna convince me you're gonna start and finish that run at 162 miles per day. All right, then. It says up to 250 slots to carry the American flag about 12 miles each across the country. That's doable. Okay, that's doable. Because this 162 miles per day, instead of burying it into like the fifth paragraph to where you getting people confused, and because it didn't make sense, now it does. Okay. It says their route so far took them through Yosemite National Park, across the Nevada desert, and on U.S. Route 50, the loneliest road in America. As of Sunday, the runners are making their way through Colorado. They will then go through Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, southeastern Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Stop that, Chris. Virginia, and finally D.C. Staying away from major metro areas. You better. Along the way, you can follow their runners' progress at the Relay's website. Y'all going over there. I knew I seen a whole bunch of people carrying an American flag, so this is what it's for. Now, that's more reasonable. I mean, come on, that's more reasonable. 12 miles? Yeah, I couldn't do it, but, that's more reasonable for somebody that's healthier and don't smoke. It says, contrary to going to a marathon where you've got aid stations and everything set up for you, we're going town to town. We are relying on hospitality and the generosity of people along the way. They're going to pick up stragglers too. They're going to pick up more people as they go. Everybody's not going to be able to run the whole race, but from town to town, city to city, not city, but small city to city, I can understand. It says Tuesday, a perfect example. We're running through the desert of Nevada, and someone who was following us on Instagram came out, not only ran, I think 15 to 16 miles, but then, hey, as soon as we get to the end of this segment, I want to buy you all pizzas. See, I can see this, y'all. That is doable. That really kind of goal, a core of the American spirit, is generosity, caring for your neighbors. And Neil told Fox News in the D.C. metro area. So, hey, everybody, one more time. Do it if y'all live on their path. If anybody live on this path, because they ain't coming to the South. They just saying we're going to skirt through, flyover country and just keep on going. If they come to your city or they come to a town near you, really do it like a marathon. Get on the side of the road, water bottles, Gatorade bottles, hunch punch if necessary. Give them some apples, some bananas, grapes, some ivermectin, some hydrocodone, something that's going to help them with those tight muscles. When they finish, y'all get on out there and show them the American spirit. Make sure that they are not wanting for anything. And if you, just like this person did, following them on Instagram, if you want to run 10 miles, 5 miles, 2 miles, and hold that flag, do it. Do it, because you want to do it, and you want to be a part of the Relay for America. So now that I understand everything, whatever town that is near you, and you can actually get there and support everybody in all of these runners, and just being American citizens, and maybe hand out refreshments. be on the side and actually help those people out. It is a great cause. And I think it's wonderful that they started in San Francisco and then they're going to end up all the way in Washington, D.C. And very smart of them to stay away from all major cities. That was pretty good. That was a feel-good story, girl. I mean, because look at them. Boy, he going to faint. Why he in an astronaut helmet? But hey, if that's what you want to do, I've seen Stranger. So there's one guy that looked like they're in the desert. It's like a picture right here. They're in Utah, USA. And it looked like maybe 8-9 people running. One person is holding an American flag. And then there's a guy, everything. But they are running. So, and it looked like a lot of young people. But who cares? I mean, us matured, seasoned folks, we can at least walk a mile or two. Because I ain't running. I don't even like sweating right here. Because I can imagine me huffing and puffing after a half of a mile. Hey there. How you doing? What's up, Jan? How you doing? Girl, hey, Pegasus over here on TikTok.
Just TikTok and YouTube, the only ones we got left.
I don't care. Hey, everybody. What is going on? Antisocial Club CEO. What day?
I'm just letting you know.
Well, I appreciate it, Dave. We only got like 8 minutes left, so that's all gravy, baby. Hey there, user 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It's Trish from what's up, Trish from Facebook. Girl, get your name up there so I can know who it is. Hey, Trish, how you doing out there? What's up, Jan? Hey, Pegasus, how you doing? Hey, look at y'all coming off and over there from Facebook and everywhere else. Thank you for trying to find me. You don't leave me over here by myself. TikTok already gave me a warning. I don't know what the hell I said. Probably nothing at this point. All right, then. What is this one? I'm seeing campaign cash money. Do I need to read it first? Got to be a Democrat. Let's see what this is. Yep, a Democrat from Arizona, Senator Ruben Galileo. Is that how you say his name? Galileo. Whatever. Use campaign cash for luxury outings, vacations, Super Bowl with disgraced ex-represented Eric Swalwell, Fang boyfriend. Listen, people. Let me tell you something you were in. And they're supposed to give you the do's and the don'ts of touching money inside of your campaign. That's why you have a treasurer. And that's why they always say never put your name on any campaign finances, no checks, no nothing. Always friend of Fang, friends of Galileo, friends of get somebody elected. But you do not touch that money. Never. That should be the first thing if you don't learn anything else by running for an election in politics, no matter if you're a Democrat or a damn Republican. The first classes you need to take and learn about is actually campaign financing and how serious they take dabbling with campaign funds and how they take that seriously. And they don't care. They don't care if you are a Democrat or a Republican. They just don't. I'm telling you. That's how they keep getting caught. These politicians always get caught with their hands in the cookie jar. It's like, I don't know if they just see all that money there. It's like, okay, I can write that off. You better write it off for at least some kind of campaign expenditure. But they just be willy-nilly with their stuff. Like they ain't gonna never have to make account of it. Like a Republican or a nosy reporter ain't finna ask no questions. Democratic, like I already said, ooh. Okay, then. It says Democratic Arizona Senator Ruben Galileo and the best friend of the disgraced former rep California, Eric Swalwell, is in hot water after it was discovered that he had been spending campaign donations on luxury outings, vacations, child care, and Super Bowl tickets. A source familiar. Got to be Gateway Pundit. A source familiar with the senator in his campaign. Because they snitching on him now. Somebody that worked in his campaign. Who in the world did he just walk on to make them snitch on him like this? It says in a statement to Politico. And it's Politico. And I don't believe Politico much or at all. Politico is like Snoop with me. I can't stand Politico. But they seem to feel like it was safe to go talk to Politico before they talk to anybody else. So it has to be somebody that used to work in his campaign. It says he is using campaign cash to live a luxury lifestyle. Then if, Eric Swalwell is his best friend, and Eric Swalwell was best friend with that billionaire that he was holed up into, then why did y'all just let that man pay for everything? It says Galileo has come under fire recently for alleged sexual misconduct. Dum, 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 dum. Woo! Woo! Did Fang Fang have a friend? What the hell? Keep your dangling in your pants. Why y'all keep doing this, politicians? You don't have to. You ain't gotta be sleeping around. Come on now. It's always money or sex or drugs. It ain't rock and roll. It says, God almighty, he under investigation for sexual misconduct too? Birds of a feather. It says also alleged sexual misconduct and his close ties to Eric Swalwell, who resigned from Congress amid allegations of sexual assault. Galileo also faced accusations of being involved in Swalwell's sexual escapades. Oh my God. It's a toss-up. Yeah. It says Anna Paulina Luna of Florida. That woman knows is always in something. But go ahead, girl. Further said in April that she had received a very disturbing allegation about Galileo, some of which are sexual in nature. Y'all don't never sleep with black chicks. We can keep our mouth closed. Hell. I know the one he was banging for 5 years. She still ain't said a peep.
She wasn't a mistress.
No, she wasn't. She was a girlfriend.
Actually, a girlfriend.
I know it. God.
He took her out in public.
Yeah. There was a woman that allegedly is coming forward with attorneys. It better not be Gloria Allred. And wants to go on record about an incident that occurred between the two of them at the same time. This better not be on video. I swear, I got too many stretch marks. You ain't gonna never find no video out there of me. And the event was sexual in nature, allegedly. Luna claimed, noting that she had already referred the matter to Thune. To Thune? What the hell you gonna give it to him for? You better give it to Fetterman first. Thune? Girl, it says the most latest bombshell from Politico details that other campaign finance expenditures that may not be illegal but are surely unethical. Ooh. Then that sounds like a horse. It says, according to Galileo opponent Carrie Lake. Oh, she coming to get ya. She's coming to get ya. Carrie is coming to get ya. Okay? Carrie Lake shared the article calling out Swalwell BFF Ruben Galileo. Hey, Jen. Okay, then. Use donor money for family travel, Super Bowl tickets, Disneyland tickets, and paid his mother-in-law hundreds of dollars from campaign funds for watching his kids, the record shows. I mean, come on. I wonder if my kids will pay me the case. No. All right, then. Back over here. And we finished? It says Politico reported. Anything good? The Arizona Democrat has used his leadership PAC, to fund recent trips to Miami, Chicago, Disneyland, Disney World with his family. What you doing in Miami? Welcome to Miami. Okay, let me stop there. It says Galileo has tapped that PAC and his main campaign committee for more than $18,000. Don't he get paid from the feds? Don't he make like $174,000 a year or something like that? What, you broke? You mean tell me you didn't have no favors? Somebody would have been buying me tickets. You paying for it out your own campaign? You know what? $18,000 in reimbursement for child care. How much would you? How many kids you got? $18,000. Your mother-in-law better not say diddly squat. You paying her $18,000 to watch her own blood? She rich. Call Christian and see if he gonna pay me $18,000 to watch them damn kids. You ain't gotta laugh. He might can find it some damn well.
He's gonna laugh harder and louder than I do.
Call my oldest son. Like, ask me, got $18,000 to spare. It says for child care since. Dude, the next time the kids want to come up here, tell them they daddy owe me $400.
Bring a check.
Bring a check for $400. It better not bounce. More bounce to the ounce. Ain't he got 4 kids? $100 a piece. I'm gonna make him pay for bringing my see my grandkids. Seriously? I would keep somebody's child for $400. Are you kidding? A day. Dude, all we gotta do is go to Quality Foods. The Federal Election Commission shows that on one such occasion, Galileo used joint campaign accounts with discretion. Wait the hell a minute now. Why would you and Eric Swalwell mix your money together? Yeah, boy. To attend the 2023 Super Bowl in Arizona with his wife, Cindy. Okay? Federal lawmakers can legally use campaign committee funds for travel, food, events, and even child care as long as those funds are not for personal use. It says, meaning they may not cover activities that would exist irrepressive of the campaign. Well, yeah, a leadership PAC are not even beholden to that personal use rule, meaning lawmakers have broad latitude to use the money they raise as long as it is some fundraising function. The Super Bowl is a fundraising function, depending on what you got in that suite. Yeah. Okay, they could have said it was a fundraiser now. Hoes over there, big spenders over there. Could have been. I mean, come on now. It was the Super Bowl. It says Reuben has leaned into that leeway with his 3 children, his mother, his wife, and a full-time on deck. Ain't that what an au pair is? They kind of live with them and help raise the kids when they don't want them. Then what are you making the grandmother or paying for her to babysit when you got an au pair? Oh my God, somebody ain't making sense. Maybe this just or rich people game. Oh, because Democrats do it too. Republicans do too. So maybe you just got to be rich and a politician. Can't say white. You can't say black. Can't say Hispanic. Because Galileo, guess what he is, all right? It says he's something in there. Frequently joining the senators on donors' dime, according to the person who was granted anonymity to speak candidly about the situation. Well, everybody, this is at the end of the show. We will bring that back here tomorrow, okay? Because we need to find out, why are you paying an au pair and then paying your mother-in-law to babysit at the same time? Then what you got the au pair for? Krisha, they're not called au pairs. Well, au pair is that. So why you paying all that money to the au pair woman, and then you finna turn around, use campaign money to pay your mother-in-law to keep your baby kids? Something just ain't right. And it ain't me. Well, I ain't got my hand stuck in that cookie jar.
Usually in cases like that,
what?
The au pair is just another term for, at the moment, yeah.
In the bedroom on the side when the wife sleep. Allegedly. So that's what Dave said it was. So everybody, we're at the end of the show. Thank y'all so much. Sorry about being late. Like I said, y'all cups, y'all bundle packs are on the way. So do not forget to get on over there to fallbackusa2.myshopify.com. You can support us that way. Or y'all could get right on over there to Amazon. And if you got Kindle, you can download it on Kindle, or you can order the books. And I forgot to ask y'all to sign up for the new show. We literally wasn't even in the house 30 minutes before Dave. The show, we literally wasn't even in the house 30 minutes before Dave was like, all right, 3, 2, 1. So we will be back here tomorrow. Thank y'all so much, TikTok, for holding me down. Whoever threw that crown up and gave me like the heart thing, I don't know how much that is, but hopefully it's more than $1.17. Yeah. I appreciate it. So, all right, then hold on, TikTokers. Let's go ahead and get Rumble out of the way first. Jen, hey girl. What?
Rumble's not up.
Oh, it's not. Then what Jen over here talking about then?
I mean, over here it's froze.
Oh well, Jen, I don't know what the heck. Oh, wait a minute, Dave. Rumble went down too, so you cannot. Rumble went down.
Didn't change the stream key.
Well, it still went down at 1 hour and 3 minutes in.
Yeah,
So
I saw
everything went
the
down.
signal, but no, before that.
Anyway, I Jen out there. Everybody on. Everybody.
I saw the signal.
He's still talking. Y'all have a great night. See y'all back here tomorrow. Hold on, TikTok. Go ahead, Dave. Always gotta wait until this.
James Montgomery never had a good name in the city of Chicago. He doesn't have one now. And if he represents this idiot, he'll die and go to his grave knowing that he supported another